Guys, domestic violence is real and it's very scary, and some people would rather die than have to face their abuser or live with them, and this story proves just that. An Arizona woman jumped out of a moving vehicle after she called the authorities for help. This was over the weekend and it involved a domestic violence incident. The victim ended up passing away, and she has been identified as 54-year-old Deborah Murrieta. On Sunday, July 21st, deputies with the Pima County Sheriff's Office responded to a call regarding domestic violence involving Deborah and her 35-year-old boyfriend, William Holloway. William is pictured here. The call was made at around 6:20 p.m., and Deborah allegedly told the operator that William had taken some illegal drugs and that he was driving erratically up Mount Lemmon and he refused to let her out of the car. Deborah could be heard crying in the phone call. This was while she was in the car, and she was begging William just to pull over and let her out, but he refused. Deputies who were dispatched to the call ended up placing spikes along Catalina Highway in order to try to stop William, but instead he started to swerve erratically in order to avoid them. It was said that during all of this, a pursuit started and speeds got up to 25 to 45 miles per hour on a dang mountain. A steep one at that. But as the chase kept going, Deborah ended up jumping out of the vehicle, and this was around 6:50 p.m. And this was indeed when the vehicle was moving and speeds were high that she jumped out. First responders tried to provide medical aid before they took her to a hospital, but she ended up dying from her injuries. Deputies finally stopped William at around 7:20 p.m. and luckily took him into custody. William, of course, claimed he never knew that he was being chased by the cops. He did know, or admit, that he knew Deborah jumped out of the vehicle and that he didn't stop, though. He also told authorities that he took around 20 fentanyl pills that day. How he is still alive, I don't know. He also told authorities that he was previously involved in a car wreck where he hit a light pole and that he was being charged for that with a DUI. Reportedly, William has a very long criminal history in Pima County, and it dates back to 2008. His prior convictions include armed robbery, third-degree burglary, attempted fraud, and trafficking stolen property. He was eventually booked into the Pima County Adult Detention Complex and facing several felonies, including domestic violence, kidnapping, first-degree homicide, and unlawful flight from law enforcement. This story is heartbreaking, and it really just shows just how bad domestic violence is, and that some people are willing to die before having to live through that pain. It's just heartbreaking. Prayers go out to Deborah's family and friends, definitely.